teaching you how to glow up. I want to stay on a budget, even though it includes a lot of things, potential purchases. But then again, there are a lot of things that you probably already have access to. You might not have the exact thing. If you are feeling a little and you want to spice things up, or maybe you're still learning how to do your makeup, or learn how to do your hair. If you think I'm looking really good right now, and let me just teach you. Number one is obviously showering. Smelling good brings a different type of confidence. It really changes me. I washed my hair for body. I just recently got this. It's the Cake Milk Made Shower Wash. It smells like a sweet candy. I mean, this probably has like liquid cancer in it. It smells so good. Scrubs, Cocoa Colada one. And it smells like a pina colada. Paired with your perfume, you're gonna smell so good. Vanilla Cashmere Ocean. It smells fucked good. Oh my god. You want to use fucking beef fat for your face? You can also do that. The next part is how I do my eyelashes like this. They're very comfortable. It's $10 and it probably lasts me 2-3 months. So really see how much that saves you on lash extensions. I find this is something that day to day makes me feel like I don't need to wear makeup. As you can see, they're all under the lash line. So when I look down, or close my eyes, you don't see a lash band. Pluck your eyebrows. This is gonna make you feel more clean, more fresh, especially when you do your makeup. It's gonna be easier to fill them in. And a lot of the glow up videos I watch are like people going, getting facials, getting Botox, and that's not obtainable. I already washed my face, but skincare is also a big thing. Use your own cleanser. I use the Road, but they sent it to me. I do enjoy it. Dermalogica Microfoliant. I love this stuff for especially I need to get ready and do my makeup because it leaves my skin so smooth. This Milk Skin Toner. Fake tanning. You can use whatever fake tan you like. I personally love to do it. If you like yourself paler, or maybe you already are tan, you can skip that. I'm personally skipping it because I'm pretty much a jacked gym queen. But that's something I would never skip out on like I'm going out. It makes me feel so good about myself. If you've never done it, honestly, I know you'll love it. You know people who are like, I love myself in the summer, I feel so pretty, but then when in the winter I feel so bad. Hello, there's a solution. Even when I don't tan my body because it's winter, no one's really seeing my body. I'll do a face tan. This makes me feel so pretty on days where I'm not wearing makeup either. So lashes plus this is literally a cheat code to feeling like you're wearing makeup when you're not. I just dab it where I put my bronzer, the bulk of the product, and it's hard because it's clear, but you'll feel the wetness. It's hard to explain. Once the bulk of the product is off the brush, that's when I'll go over the rest of the face. I hate when my nose is really brown because it looks bigger. I hate when my upper lip is really tan because it looks like a mustache. But you also don't want it to be like white brown. So when there's just a little bit of product, that's when I'll diffuse it onto the eyelid, a little bit of the nose. This one doesn't settle into my pores. Once you like wash and do your skincare, it's only like a subtle tan. I think kind of just evens my complexion, makes the contrast of my dark circles less severe. It's very unlike me to do a video like this and not tan my body. I'm using it as a reward. Like, once I hit my gym goals a little bit, then I'll tan and I'll feel extra good. Like it'll really show the progress. I can have a tan face and I can have a tan body at New Year's when I'm feeling snatched again. Now we're gonna go on to hair. I feel like blowouts are super in. This is the easiest, laziest way I do a blowout. I got these extra large, shout out Chloe, recycled plastic. It's good. Rollers. They're big, so I'm expecting a big volume. You're gonna let your hair dry over 50%. Whether it's the Dyson Airwrap thick curling iron. If you want a blowout look, you would probably want to opt for like a 1.5 to 2 inch curler. You can also do a blow dryer and a round brush. If you want a cheaper alternative for the Dyson, there's the Shark, there's the Revlon brushes. There's literally so many different ways to achieve the blowout look. Most essential way to maintain volume and get the most lift at your roots is setting your hair with rollers. Brush hair roots a little bit of grit so that it can hold the shape that you're putting in. Otherwise, when your hair is so clean, it's silky. It has nothing to keep it up. Other than if you want to use a whole bunch of hairspray. Because when it's heating and cooling is when it's setting in its place, and hairspray can only do so much. I get my mousse. I kind of try to avoid the top layer. That can sort of show the product. And I'm gonna get the underneath layers that are gonna hold up my hair. Then you're gonna section off your hair. So the first ones I'm gonna curl up, so the hair is wrapping this way, and then the top section I'm gonna curl down. You can really do it however you want. I had a curling wand instead of a dryer. You're taking the barrel and you're curling. If you're using these tools away from the face and curling like that, it's gonna give you more of a curled look than a blowout look where you're getting these like, bouncy waves like in, out, in. You know what I'm saying? Sections are gonna look a little something like this, like about 2.5 inches wide and not too thick height wise, because it'll be hard to dry the hair in between. Curling, holding it at the root, kind of wiggling it so it doesn't burn, but you want to dry the hair at the root. And then once it's dry, you're switching it to the cold setting and setting the hair. You can do your whole head in rollers, but me personally, I'm only going to do the top because that's where I want the volume. Do this to all the hair in this section. Top section, which I would argue is the most important part. This section has the bulk of the product, and it's going to have the bulk of the volume. Switch the directions of the curl. Now it's curling under. Curve to be here. So it's gonna go under. So whether that's your curling one, whatever, your hot brush, I'm gonna start at the back. You see you have that lift right there. All of this and all of this has been curled. You wanna take this strip from right at the sort of the highest point of your head to here. This wide, you're gonna want to section that. So we're gonna be using 1, 2, 3 rollers. First one, the same thing. You want the roots here to be going up. This time you're not gonna cool it. Keeping it hot, quicker the better, because that way it's still warm. Clips down. Now you're gonna do the same thing in the middle and then the same thing on the back. So look, it looks insane, but it's gonna give you the volume. You can choose to put rollers here, but I personally don't care. I'm just going to clip up the volume like that. And now we're gonna get into makeup. For skin prep, I already used toner that I told you about. I like to use something super duper hydrating. This Turtur ceramic milk, but this shit is good. This will give you the glow. It makes for a very smooth base. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. Do them however you like to do them. I cannot tell you how to do eyebrows if they're not right in front of me. There is no one way. It's what works best for your face. Sealing my eyebrows and really will give them a lot of shape. I'm using the other side, which is just a flat brush. Blend this out all over my lid. And because I plucked my eyebrows, you're not going to see a bunch of texture with the concealer and other hairs. So you're just hiding any discoloration on your eyelids. Immediately you're going to set your eyelids with a powder. Something to set it so it doesn't start to crease. Because having a creasy eyelid will mess up your eyeshadow big time. How you like your eyeshadow, if you like it dramatic, if you like it soft, if you like it at all. I just like to do the same thing in most of my videos and just do like a warm wash of brown all over my lid and with a fairly big fluffy brush. Black wing, and then I'm going to smoke it out with some darker brown. I never like to bring the line thicker or higher than the highest point of my eye. About right here. So I like to keep it relatively even with that line to elongate. Otherwise, it becomes more of, oh my god, she's wearing a nice eyeliner, rather than, oh, her eyes. And then for the bottom end of it, you're wanting it to line up with this, that curve of your eye. I recommend using an eyeshadow to start because it's a lot more forgiving. You can blend it away, you can wipe off, whereas this is a lot more of a commitment. Now I'm going to grab a brush and a brown and kind of smoke it out a little bit. It softens it a little bit. If you can see, like, that's very sharp, that's a little softer. Bottom eyeliner. It's just a warm tone brown. Don't forget about that upper. This is what we're working with. Now on to base. So grab any skin tint or foundation you like. I personally prefer skin tint because I add so much cream onto my face. Cream blush, cream bronzer, concealer. I don't need a foundation that's heavy and has a lot of coverage because you'd be surprised how much coverage you can get from every step. My personal favorite is MAC Studio Radiant. About that much on the back of my hand. e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Spray. Which is kind of like a flat complexion brush. I like to avoid the under eyes because I put concealer there, so it's kind of unnecessary. Just cover that. It really evens my complexion and adds a lot of radiance. The Fenty concealer mixed with Tower 28, and I'm gonna spray my face again. Use whatever you like. I just don't like to use anything mattifying. One thing that I forget to preach, that I use my brushes with a very light hand. I'm never rubbing, I'm never going with a lot of pressure. And I think I'm just so used to it that I forget. I do clients or friends, a lot of the time they go, oh my gosh, you're being so soft and gentle. And I find that's how you're gonna get the most amount of coverage with the least amount of product. Bulk of the product going under the eyes and then lightly sort of diffusing the edges, not blending it super hard. And I usually am dabbing just to get that redness. See, and I'm diffusing out my One Size Ultra Peach powder, tapping away the excess of the powder. Today I'm going to be trying the Say bronzer for the first time. Big, but not too fluffy. Not too far in, because that's going to start to make you look mucky. When you start bringing the tan too close to here, it can look like a 5 o'clock shadow. Making it high and stopping about there. If you're worried about the inside of your face looking a little bit too bright, hit the nose a little bit. But this is very, very thin, which I like. This might be my new favorite bronzer. Normally this would match my body. This is so scary to look at. My e.l.f. Halo Glow, and just do a touch of that on top just for a little extra glow. But this is how the base is looking so far. Do a little bit of blush and on the tip of the nose. The Fenty Beauty and Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule blush lighter. Just go a little bit over. I'm just using a little bit of brown. It's hard to tell you exactly how to contour when I can't see your nose. You kind of have to visualize if there was a little button nose, where would that be? If I brought this line lower, it would make my nose look longer. So like, it's got to be proportionate to your nose. Same powder I used. The chin, but whatever's left, bringing it kind of up here. Wherever we want to keep the glow, we're not going to touch powder too. Anywhere where it looks like sweat, you're going to want to get rid of it. But keeping it on that cap of the cheek, because it shows where the volume is. And I like to set the nose, but only to there, because I like the tip to have some glow. Center of the forehead. If you're a face toucher, that could be a big reason why maybe your makeup's not lasting. So get a grip. You need to get out that habit. The Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. I think this was like a few dollars in shade Cos Nova. I like to keep the natural shape at the sides and then overline a little bit at the top. I'm getting this Loyalist shade Maybelline lipstick in the center. I'm just gonna add a little wash of pink, and that's the final makeup. Do what you like, do what you love. If you like this makeup, then you follow this makeup, and I do support you, because I can't see you, but you're probably super hot, probably super nice and funny, and we got some volume there. Oh shit. Moment of truth. I would say that's voluminous. And then I'm gonna brush this out a little. So when you brush it out, sometimes you'll lose the curl, but then you find it again when you kind of reinforce it. That is the finished. Oh my god. Fucker. This is the finished look. I'm gonna put on something comfortable but cute. That's another thing. Put on something that's gonna make you confident. It means if you're gonna wear the hoodie like I'm about to, I'm gonna pick my cute hoodie. And that's it. You don't have to do the makeup. No matter what you choose to do or sub in with your own stuff, or even if this is just encouraging you to do your own routine that's entirely different from this, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel pretty, you just be having a better time. Like, I don't care if it's vain. This didn't involve getting a face transplant or like a boob job. At the end of the day, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That's what I love about my job, is I know that everyone can be hot as shit. Like, really anyone could. And I just want to teach you.